Stickman out here today with Robert Blevins, the science fiction writer, D.B. Cooper Chaser. And how are you today, Mr. Blevins?
I'm fine. I was kind of wondering how you found me way out here, though. I'm like 30 miles off the main road up here in the Olympics. I mean, where do you come from? How'd you find me?
Oh, I found you. I traced a GPS on the cell phone, and I write for Stickman magazine on, and you know, that's how I found you in my little Nissan truck.
Oh, okay, but I haven't actually used my cell phone since I've been up here, since there's no signal, and you're like a bunch of sticks, and you're saying that you're living. Is that right?
Oh, well, the juju where I come from, very strong, and the high priest, he put me together. Well, maybe we get on to answer a question for you.
Okay, what's your question?
I'd like to say, when you write the science fiction stuff, do you do the spleef on the way to help you inspire or something like that?
No, I don't do the spleef to help inspire me to do science fiction. Are you like crazy? No, I do research and come up with an idea and go with that. You know, that's about it, really.
Well, I was just wondering, because I know the evergreen state just made a permanent evergreen by legalizing the weed and everything. So you can go into a store buy right now. In fact, I went in there and they told me I could not buy 5 pounds at a time. But I was just wondering if you know, are you doing that?
No, I'm not doing that. And do you have an intelligent question here somewhere? I mean, your questions so far have been mostly about spleef and weed. You know, I mean, do you have a question about anything else?
I see. How can you tell me how you got into the DB Cooper thing, the chasing of the man who jumped out at the back of the plane with all the money and the parachutes and like that?
Sure. I some years ago I saw there was a DB Cooper suspect named Kenny Christensen who was from the Bonnie Lake area, and that's pretty close to my office, my home. So I contacted the guy who was working on the case, Skip Porteous, in New York, and he's a private investigator there. And, he sent me some files. I went around, did interviews, and at the end of it all, I went on History Channel and ran up a big report for the CLFBI, and I don't know, I guess that's about it.
I see. Do you think that the Cooper did the spleef on before he took it to jump at night? Because that, you know, maybe you need a little courage to do that. Maybe this spleef will help on him.
No, I don't think the spleef would be helping him. I mean, where did he get this stuff from, you know? No, I don't think he did. He was a very polite guy, generally speaking. According to stewardess T. Mucklow, he was never cruel or nasty, and he basically was a gentleman, you know. And I don't know where you get the split stuff. I really don't.
You think?
I think.
Well, after the high priest, if he bring me to life, I go to the school for journalism, and I get job with Stickman magazine, you know, and that basically the story.
Oh, that's great. I was kind of wondering how you got into magazine work. It didn't seem possible to me. I mean, if you came walking into my door, asked for a job, I'd probably have to say no.
Okay, Dad. Okay. Did you do anything besides the sci-fi and the chasing of the DB Cooper?
Yeah, I've done lots of stuff. I don't know, I've traveled around a lot. I've been, I don't know, I've been overseas. Yeah, I've done a lot besides that. I wrote a crime book a little while ago called Revenge Story. And, it hasn't had the success I've hoped for, but, I mean, I had to try it.
Yes, I heard that book was the bomb. No, wait, it was a bomb, like you that selling no copies, I heard.
Well, I have to admit that's true. We haven't sold very many copies. Yeah, I think maybe it was a little too violent for people. I tried, but people weren't buying it. Maybe they want me to do another science fiction book. I don't know.
Do they have the Spiffy store in the town where you live in the Auburn? Do they have the Spiffy store? Yeah.
Do they have the Spliffy store in Auburn, where I live? Yes, they do. I mean, there's more than 350 of these stores across the state. I mean, they legalized marijuana here because it was, well, I saw an article in the 2006 edition of the Seattle Times saying that marijuana was the second largest cash crop in Washington, second only to apples. So I guess they got tired of not picking up the tax revenue. But I have not actually been in one of these stores, but yeah, they're going, yeah.
Well, okay. Well, we go back to the deeper corporate thing. Do you think he lived, he died, or and why do you think a gay guy would do the crime? Kenny Christensen, he like gay, and everybody know there are no gay criminals at all.
Well, I think there are some gay criminals, and the reason that we followed Kenny was because the evidence led us there, and the interviews led us there, and now we have a 74-page illustrated report of the Seattle FBI, and we're going to release that, and a DNA sample of the suspect's brother, and list of witnesses with all their contact information on it. And, it's not really up to me to determine whether or not he was the guy, but I have to submit the material, so that the FBI can maybe figure it out for themselves. I mean, I would like to be right, but there's no guarantee.
Okay, Mon. How sure you think you sure Kenny Christensen and the Bernie Geisman are the people that pulled off the DB Cooper hijacking, Mon? Do you have a percentage on it, or do you think he's for sure?
Well, I have my suspicions. I mean, you can only see so much smoke before you have to decide maybe there's a little fire underneath. I mean, yeah, I think he might be the guy, but I can't tell 100% for sure. It's up to I have to submit what I have to law enforcement and let them decide.
I see. I only have the one question left for you. I don't know. Do you want to maybe we step off to spliff? Because I'm getting kind of tired.
No, I don't think we step off for the spliff. I don't even know how you got up here. That's my Nissan truck, not yours. I mean, how did you find me here? You know what? You're a pile of sticks, okay? You're a fucking pile of sticks. So you know what? And I'm kind of short of firewood tonight. So you know what? We're gonna make you into firewood tonight. How do you like that? Okay? Goodbye.